I would like to welcome you to a new series of DIY videos. This is going to cover vinyl graphics from everything from the design side to cutting, weeding, taping, and installing, and properties of each different types of vinyl to where you might want to install the vinyl, give you some ideas maybe. But these will be very, very fine-tuned, detailed videos. They're not going to be like the polished video where it's like, hey, here's, cutting, polishing, waxing, cleaning, blah, 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 blah. No. This is going to be, say you're wrapping a bookshelf. This is going to be wrapping a bookshelf. And it's going to be very detailed in problems you're going to come against, worries you need to think about, prepping each different surfaces between whether it's that weird, cruddy, fakey particle board to, MDF or whatever it happens to be. It's each individual step, stuff you need to worry about, Each video will be so finely tuned that I'm going to direct this series in whatever direction you guys kind of aim me to. So if you want to know about a certain subject or doing something specific with vinyl, like wrapping in an interior piece in your car or something, that will be covered obviously. But if you want to see that, ask it and it's going to come up faster. The more people I got inboxing me or Facebooking me, Twittering me, whatever it happens to be, the more I have coming in, the faster that piece is going to come up. Now, we can cover anywhere from design to completion, remember. So ask anything, request anything. For now, I want to give you the basic properties of wrap vinyl. First things first, when you go to get started, you want to make sure every bit of the materials is within your reach, or at least that you have them. It's not a big deal to set the vinyl down, go across the garage, pick something up, but you don't want to be like in the middle of it, like, crap, what am I supposed to do? I forgot something at the store. So let's get a pretty good material list. First, your vinyl. I bought a full roll. It's 5 foot by 33.33 yards. So it's basically 33.5 yards. Plenty to cover a car like this. After you figure out your vinyl, get your heat gun. That's a good thing to have. You got your squeegee. These will last forever. It's a vinyl chisel. Ignore my phone. Basically what it's used for is scraping adhesives away from emblems, peeling up emblems, peeling up vinyl. You're covering your car, you still don't want to scratch it. These things work great. You can sand the corners of them to re-round them. If you're going to remove emblems, you're going to need a fishing line. That's really good. You just grab it up underneath and yank the emblem right off. I'll show you how to do it. Scissors to cut the vinyl. Your snap away blades. As you close up, and a whole bunch of replacements. Microfiber cloths. Everything I do usually has a microfiber cloth in it. There it is. It's a nice little bubble here. I'm going to focus. There it is. Completely gone. See? Does that with the paint too. The smoother your paint, the easier it's going to glide. So on newer cars and stuff, it'll be real nice. If not, you don't have a newer car, polish the car, or clay bar it actually. I'd probably suggest clay barring it, and it'll do the same thing. It'll just drift right across the surface. Once you tack it down, it still comes up. The low tack is good and bad. It's good because it makes it easier to install. It's bad because it makes it easier to come up. Those click blade knives, or the snap blade knives, change blades all the time. Last thing you want to do is get in the habit of pressing decently hard to cut through that vinyl and then snapping the blade and pressing real hard again. Especially if you're doing any kind of overlapping like the sectioning I showed you, you'll cut through both layers. So always do a new blade. As you can see, the door, Nissan and their fancy auto shutting doors, shut on the quarter panel vinyl. It's not a problem. It's going to be over the edge anyways, so it'll be trimmed over here. But what you want to do is you do not want to just leave this. You can see a bunch of sharp edges right here. As you're stretching and as you're heating and pulling on this and getting it into place, you run a big risk of that tearing up into the vinyl. So what you simply do is just like half moon shape it, I guess you could call it. See? Okay, so you get a piece like this. This is the rear bumper little end cap. It's like a rock guard for the rear bumper. All the rock chips and the damage from the road grime and stuff are going to tear these up. And as you can tell, there's a lot of weird curves. They're not bad to wrap, but they're also not fun. I don't want to have to take them off the car and then turn around and wrap them again. So I'm going to section them. As you can see, I've already cut out a piece. I cut out this whole section off the vinyl and it's gone. I will be putting a new piece there. Trying to get the glare on it. You can see, I did it on the mold lines. That way the lines are a little bit harder to see. There are the basic properties of wrap vinyl. A couple little tips with it. Some very, very basic stuff. From now and until whenever, let's just start progressing. Start going wherever direction that you guys want to go. No matter what it is. Anything I start doing with vinyl, I'm going to also be covering that. I will be doing, I've already wrapped my car. I'm not going to really get into the, how to wrap a whole car. That's really big. That's really complicated. It can't be a very fine-tuned video if you're doing something that big. So ask away and we'll figure out where we go from here. Thanks for watching.
Well, folks, it's time to kick it old school.